Morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Martin the Aviator speaking. We have something really exciting for you today actually. We're on our way to Sthlm Airport, but today we're not gonna fly an airplane, but we're gonna go flying anyway. We're gonna fly a helicopter. Not just any helicopter, we're gonna fly the Robinson R44. The R44 is one of the most sold helicopters in the world, and that said, it's also one of the safest, and that's something I like, because it only has one engine, and it's a piston engine, so it needs to be really reliable. And as many of you guys know, a helicopter has many moving parts. And when you have many moving parts, you need to make sure one thing, and that is that everything works perfectly together. So one of the most important things when you're flying helicopters, flying any aircraft actually, but extremely important when it comes to helicopters, is the pre-flight inspection. Pre-flight inspection of a helicopter is quite different than an airplane, because the wings are actually rotating on a helicopter. On an aircraft, the wings are just there. Gonna pick up the family, and we're gonna do some sightseeing flying over the archipelago. That's the mission for today. Perfect, great day for hopefully perfect helicopter flight. And you're coming with us. We're in Bromma. In here we have a helicopter. Here she is. The beautiful R44 helicopter. To be able to do a complete inspection, we need to make sure that all these are open. You can check everything inside. And that is all the way around. So normally I'll start with putting the lights and check everything inside, and I'll walk one orbit around, make sure all the lights and everything works, put the battery and everything off, and then go through everything slowly, making sure that everything is okay. And there are some extremely important things when it comes to helicopters, and that is all the moving parts. So you have to make sure that everything is perfect, both on the main rotor in the back and also here, because there's so many moving parts. The most important thing to know when it comes to moving parts is that anything that moves can break. So we have to check that everything is correct, and it's the right amount of looseness, and all the hinges are installed, and everything moves the way it should. Like if you come look at the main rotor. The main rotor, when it moves around, it creates a disc, and that disc is what takes the helicopter up and down and sideways, back and forwards. You tilt it in different directions, and so you have to make sure that the hydraulic pump is okay, that there's enough fluid for that, there's no leaks. You have to check the main rotor itself to make sure that all the hinges and bolts are the way they should, all the cutter pins are installed, all the fasteners are secured, and so on. And when it comes to the engine, you have to check the oil, that makes sure there's no leaks, everything is secure and set properly. And then you check also the rear rotor, tail rotor, and you check the gearbox. And all these things are very important, because when you're up in the air, you want everything to work the way they should. Now we just have to refuel before we fly off and pick up the rest of the family. Okay guys, we are at our place. It's time for you to meet the family. First of all, my lovely wife, Miss Pia Johansson.
Hello.
So Pia, when we first met about 25 years ago, you were really scared about flying. What happened?
Okay, I was really scared about flying, but then I had to go with you took me around in 2 weeks seaplane trip where we got to see Sweden from different places. After that it was much better.
Yeah, I think we did about 50 different landings on 50 different lakes in about 2 weeks. So you got your you got all the takeoff and landings anyone can ever need to get over their scare of flying. And there's not only Pia with us today, we also have the lovely daughter Viola.
Hello.
Hello. Tell us a little bit about you and you flying.
I am 12 years old and I've flown all my life, and I've always fallen asleep when I'm flying. So I'm really comfortable with flying.
That's true. Didn't really matter what we flew from the beginning. Viola was just falling asleep. It could be airplanes, it could be helicopters. Even on the jet ski she fell asleep when I was driving. But now you're trying to keep awake, huh?
Yeah.
Good. I hope you get some more interest about flying so you don't fall asleep all the time. Well, Julius, where are you?
Hello.
Ah, there he is. That's the son. How old are you?
I'm 14.
And how long have you been flying?
Basically my entire life.
Yeah. How old were you the first time?
About 2 months.
And what do you remember from that?
Not very much.
Absolutely nothing, I guess. So yeah, and Julius is an expiring glider pilot. He's gonna do a glider course this summer, so he can become a great glider pilot. And I think that is the best way to learn how to fly. If you can fly without any engines, then you will be able to fly with an engine as well. That's my thought anyway. Okay, we're gonna take a small trip on the helicopter today. Let me tell you a little bit about it. This is the Robinson 44. It has these pop-up floats so we can fly over the water. The most important thing when we're doing this is to make sure to have a great time. Don't let anything hit that main rotor. But most importantly, when it comes to helicopters, and that's why I park the way I do, the tail rotor, that is the thing that actually will get you. So if you keep the tail away from everyone, that's a very good first choice. It's so nice to be able to take the family out on a trip out in the beautiful Sthlm Archipelago. And it's a different feeling with a helicopter instead of a seaplane. Because with a helicopter, if you see something you like, you can slow down, you can stop, you can turn around very easy, you can hover above it and look at it, and then you can just continue. The freedom of flying a helicopter is something totally unique, and that's incredible when it comes to the archipelago. So many beautiful places to see and enjoy and explore. And to be able to do that with your family is just magical. That's all for today. See you next week. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe. Bye!